Hello, good morning, good afternoon, and maybe good evening to you. It's Yogi here, and I hope you're well. I hope you're ready for a spot of stitching. This is Sunday, so Sunday going forward till Christmas is going to be our festive stitching. It's a nice and peaceful day, and I think it's perfect. So today, I'm coming back to this piece, which I started just last week. And this is a Halloween piece, and it was voted by the Facebook group, our group, and this one came on top in terms of the favorite. So this piece is actually from Etsy. If you haven't seen this mock-up before, let me quickly show you. It's really simple and beautiful. Look at this. So it's kind of a change of flavor from what we're normally working on. You know, epic, small stitches, heaven and earth, etc. And this is nice and simple and really, really beautiful. And so this is from a vendor from Etsy. If you would like to join me and get this pattern, the link is actually in description of this video. Okay, so you can join in. Otherwise, you know, just bring your project along. And whether it's Halloween or Christmas, it's up to you. And so this piece, as I said, I started last week. And let me just show you where I am right now. So, oh, look at this. There's a little hint there. So this is the entirety of the piece. So there are 4 different panels, as you can see on the markup there. And so I decided to go straight in to the cat. Are you surprised? Maybe not. Me either. And I got started with the head area, and I love it. It's just the style is so different from what I'm stitching on most of my projects. And so it's a kind of palette cleanser and also festive and really fun as well. So this is where I am today. And in terms of stats, let me just quickly flip over to show you where I am. So I am going to just delete the last session. I'll be very surprised if that's, oh, okay. Let me start a sprint here, just quickly. And if you look to the upper left there, where it says progress, and currently I'm on 2.73%. So this is a much smaller piece comparing to other projects, my other projects, of course. And so 2.7, not bad. I'm looking maybe today, maybe hitting somewhere closer to 5%. You know, am I too ambitious? What about 4? Suddenly. And this piece has got 24 colors. So it's nice and simple. Nice and simple. I really love it. I've been looking forward to coming back to this project because last week we actually did this on Tuesday, but then we decided to move the festive day to Sunday. So I had to wait till today. And let me come back to this view here. So it's so pretty. So today I've got my little elf here and my Pikachu Pokemon to help me out. And so before I start my first stitch, okay, and go into a little bit more of the spec of this project here, I'm going to say hello to everyone. Who have I got here today? So the first person to report to the chat, good old Rajal, well done. And Rajal is still in India. And as far as I know, I hope you're having a great time. But she doesn't forget to come back to say hello to us and to report to the chat. And so we know she's doing really, really well. And Salita is also here in the chat. And let's have a look. Maddie also is here. Welcome back. And Janelle, good morning on Monday in Australia. And Busy Mom is here as well. Hello. She says happy Sunday. And Joyce is also here in the chat. Welcome, Joy. And Suzanne as well. I hope you're well. And oh, Ebony's here. Yes, of course. She's back from Turkey, the holiday, and I'm sure she's getting busy with everything else and her stitching as well. Betty Hankins is also in the chat. Welcome. Betty Lou Taylor as well. She says, Happy Monday. Leslie McLean is also in the chat. Hello, Leslie. And everyday creator. She says, hello, everyone. I'll be with you for a few minutes. And Susan is here as well. Welcome, my love. And, let's have a look what Joy says. For the seasonal Sunday, I'm working on the early autumn color of River Wart Charm. Oh, how interesting. That piece feels very autumn indeed. And I think River completed that piece a while ago. And her drinks, she's a regular. She knows her drill. My drink is autumn storm tea, and that's black tea with apple and cinnamon. Very, very nice. And yes, guys, let me know what you're working on and your powered drinks as well. Today, I've got a bit of leftover coffee and a nice cup of green tea here. So today's green tea is actually from Tea Picks. It's a little bit stronger. I really needed a kick, for this session. And so that would be my drink of choice today. So, and let's have a look. So this piece is actually, it's not probably hard to tell with this lighting. The Ada here is 16 count. Yes, I think it's 16, not 18, 16. And it's actually got a sandy color to it. So it looks much brighter on the screen, but it's got almost like a pumpkin color, a very light shade of pumpkin color over here. And so it's quite complementary. And so last week I started from the center, and just so happened to the right here is a little kitty. So it's perfect. The center point is about somewhere here. So I'm working on this panel here, and my plan today is to continue with the little kitty. I haven't decided whether to go for one panel at a time like some of you are working towards. I think Steve has finished one of the panels, and I know a couple of others. They kind of work from panel to panel. I don't know where I'm going yet, but I know that I want to focus on the kitty a little bit more before I decide whether to work on multiple panels at a time, just work on the bits I want, or complete one at a time. No idea at this point, but I want the kitty for sure. And if you remember what happened with the last session, you probably noticed I moved forward with the progress a little bit. I put the colors, the green color for the eyes here, so everything pops out, and it's so pretty. It's so simple but so pretty. I love it. So let me zoom in a little bit here so you can have a good look at the kitty. And I managed, well, I didn't, so Jan from this group, Jan Dolly, helped me to convert this chart so I can import it to Saga. Last week, I was actually working on this piece using Pattern Keeper, which was just perfect, no problem at all. But I love the fact that I can import it to Saga. So thanks to Jan, and she also helped me out with my 14 count projects with the conversion. So I've got pretty much all my pieces, all my current projects onto Saga. So I'm very, very happy, very, very happy. So I'm using CXC floss. So the stitches are nice and full, and I really love the way CXC stitches. And that's, so I'm very, very happy with the coverage here. And let's have a look. And yes, oh, hello, Chantal. Chantal Pitts is here. Hi. She says, new watcher here. Yes, for our new watchers, we have a little highlight here. Chantal says, new watcher here from Canada. Welcome. And oh, Jan is right here. I was just talking about you. Talk about devil, not devil, my angel, my angel. So Jan Do was the person who helped me with the conversion of a saga. She's been so helpful. Thank you so much, Jan. It's good, so good to see you here. And Terry is here as well. Hello, Terry. And she says, everyone, starting my spooky season today. So, oh, excellent. So you're joining us, you're joining me for this piece. It's so much fun. It's just so nice after stitching something like 25 counts, 28 counts, and just come to a nice and big stitches. Of course, some of you choose slightly higher count fabric as well, but it's the simplicity of the design, isn't it? It's charted so nicely, and there's no confetti in this session. How refreshing. So, and only 24 colors, and so I'm gonna pick my first color here. And yes, guys, let me know what you're working on. So my voice is a little bit iffy today, because I taught about 4 classes today. I have my regular classes, but I also helped out my fellow teacher with 1 extra class. So let me just take a sip of my green tea here. And so today, yes, I need a green tea to give me a little boost there. And it's piping hot, so it's definitely helping my throat here. But I had a good time teaching today. It was just fantastic. Everybody, it's always great to see people get up in the morning in particular, and on Sunday out of all days, and come to practice. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. So I can't complain. And Suzanne says, I'm working on Santa brought a Christmas gift. I know that piece. I saw your web. You posted on the group. It's so pretty though. I love it. It's it's not a sampler. It's kind of, similar to this type of charts. I don't know what the genre should be. I generally just referring to this type to sampler. I'm sure it's not correct. But, no confetti type of chart. And Steve is here joining us as well. Welcome. Steve's version is beautiful. Steve is stitching on, I believe, 25 counts, right? It's so neat and tidy and beautiful, just like Steve. And Kimberly is here as well. Hello. I love the emoji. Welcome. And Turtle Stitcher has joined us as well. And Turtle Stitcher is working on TW Dragon, but I am pretending he's spooky. Oh, TW Dragon, I'm sure it's very spooky. I believe you, Heather. And so let me pick my first color here. I haven't decided. Let's have a look. So I think I'm going to dive straight in and be bold here. I'm going to go for the dark colors, 310. Why not? Start with a bang. And I've got it ready here for me. And it's a lot of 310 full of outlines. And it will create a really good foundation for my piece here. And it's fun. It's really fun. 310. Yes. I'm sure, we'll have some 310 spooky bingo here today. It wouldn't surprise me. So CXC, I'm going to fold it in half. And in fact, I'm going to stack 2 pieces. Why not? So I won't be able to do the loop start, but that means I can keep going for a little bit longer. So I'm doubling the length here. Oh, very bold. This is a great start. I really love this piece. And yes, and by the way, it's Steve that recommended this piece to the group, and we voted. It's a democratic process. Whichever piece got most likes, get to be stitched, and this is the one. Here we go. Let me pick a spot. I think I'm gonna maybe. Hello, Dolly, already? I've just started. Mummy just started. Hello, babe. Oh no, she's walked away. I thought it was Dolly time suddenly. So Dolly comes to visit me. Dolly, my cat. If you don't know what she looks like, let me do a little bit show off here. This is my Dolly, okay? She comes to visit me whenever I sit down and do my stitching. She's just that kind of kitty. And so I'm going to start here and start stitching. I believe this is the ear area here. So why not start from the ear and the hat as well? So this kitty, spooky kitty, has got a nice little witch's hat. I think it looks great. So refreshing to stitch larger stitches after stitching tiny little ones for a while. And Leslie's working on Christmas Carol by Michelle at Haid, drinking peppermint tea. Oh, I love peppermint tea. I've got green tea today. I just needed a tiny bit of a caffeine lift boost there. Even though I do have a little bit of cold coffee left from earlier on. Oops, what happened to my thread there? I lost one strand already. Oh, I don't know what's happening there. I think I'm warming up, guys. I'm warming up. I don't know what's happening there. I lost one strand. It's a spooky season, spooky threads happening here. Maybe my threads are haunted by this little spooky cat there. I don't know what's happening. Let me cut it off. Why don't I just snip that off? So this piece is not very happy there. Instead of fighting with it, I just let it go. And let's start with this stitch again. I only made one stitch, so no problem. There we go. Let me take two pieces there. And Susan is working on a quirky autumn. Oh, I love the fact that everybody is so seasonal with their pieces. I love it. And so Susan's piece is called Quirky Autumn Turkey. Is that part of the title? Or you're eating turkey and drinking hot chocolate? Let me know. It's unclear. Quirky Autumn Turkey. So Susan, you're going for sort of, animal theme recently. I see your little squirrel piece, which is very unique. And now it's turkey. Good. Or maybe you're eating turkey. I have no idea. And Abini says, when I was in Turkey, okay, Turkey has come up again. They're slightly different Turkey. This one is the country, okay? When I was in Turkey, the hotel and had yoga classes every morning, and I really enjoyed it. And they had a full fitness team, so I was busy most days doing classes. Wonderful, Abini. Yes. Isn't that wonderful? I know yoga is amazing. And, it's so great for the body. And, it's a bonus for the mind as well. It really helps me with everything I'm doing. Let's hope this time the threads behave. Okay, I know it's a spooky season, spooky piece, but behave yourself, CXC. Vega, hello, hello, Vega from Japan. And what time is it now? I think it must be some pretty early in the morning, maybe 5, 6 in the morning. Well done, Vega. Oh, there you go. I knew it. Ebony says spooky bingo, 310. Already, we barely started. Already spooky bingo. It is that kind of season, isn't it? I can zoom in a little bit more. Dolly part-time, I love it. Yeah, she came in, had a look, and then walked away. She probably decided to come back a little bit later. I know. Dolly part-time. Hello, Dolly. Bye, Dolly. I know. Hello, Dolly is a movie. Bye, Dolly is a sequel. You know? Remake of Hello, Dolly. Let me have a look. Let me mark these ones as I go. Busy Mom says, I'm sewing again, making baby burp clothes. Oh, wow. Drinking Diet Dr. Pepper. Controversial. Diet, what is it? Dr. Pepper. Yes, I think I've tried Dr. Pepper before. I can't remember whether it was a diet version or full fat. Just not really for me. I just don't understand the flavor. I don't know what it is. I don't know what to make of it. Turkey Stitcher says, is the quirky autumn turkey drinking orange squash? The mystery deepens. All right, nice and easy. And I'm going to move up here, one stitch up. I'll have to be quite careful because this kind of pieces, I can't really, cover up much. If I do stitch in the incorrect location, I do have to frog it properly. Otherwise, it just wouldn't look right. It's not something that you can just cover up like those full coverage pieces. So I want to be quite mindful with my stitches. Oh, Salita has got 310 Spooky Bingo as well. I know. 310 is a popular one. But we reckon that if we have multiple Spooky Bingo of 666, a portal is going to open. And if you hop in, then it takes you to the Stitcher's paradise in another dimension. Don't know when it's gonna happen, but who knows? And this fabric, I actually found it. Well, it's a piece of fabric I've been saving for for a few years. So this is not a new fabric I bought for the project. It's actually coming from another stitching kit I had, which I never finished, and also lost the paper pattern as well. And so I've been looking at the fabric and I go, well, I don't want to throw it away, even though I had a few stitches there. It was, I think the pattern was some kind of sampler of a house, and I can't even remember what piece that was. But you know, so I've been kind of just keeping it in my storage there until this time around. I was looking through my stash and go, well, you know, what fabric count would be good? And then I found this piece and decided to use it. So I removed all the stitches. There was, you know, a small bunch, not too bad, and removed them all. And I gave the fabric a wash, and it just came out beautifully. I mean, Ada is so strong. It's just like, you know, you have to treat it really, really badly for it to go bad. Otherwise, fabric you can just save for years and years. It's still really good. So very happy there. Oh, Susan says Quirky Autumn is the name of the booklet. It has a number of different pieces. Turkey is one of them. I'm planning on doing the whole booklet. So it's a squirrel, one of them as well. I like a squirrel. It's very, very unique in style. And you know, if you know me, you know I love squirrels. I have my little squirrel friends come to visit me every day. And the thing is, they all look the same. They're not like cats, you know. You have different colors, different spots. You can tell them apart. With all the squirrels, they all look the same to me. And the only way I can tell them apart is the way they behave. So some of them are more shy, and other ones are, you know, more friendly. And it's the only way I can tell them apart. I don't know, they look identical to me and similar in size. I've seen some baby ones, but still, they're just looking so similar. I just don't know who is who. So they have no names. I just call them squirrels, as it says on the tin. Vega says 4:40 in the morning. Amazing, Vega. See, early birds, you know, this is a reward for early birds. Vega gets to come, you know, gets to join us. Brittany, hello, hello. Brittany says, hello everyone, not stitching yet, but I'm having coffee. Very nice. Suzanne says, Dolly part one. And Suzanne is doing block stitching. But I think you enjoy it, right? I remember you say you don't mind stitching sky. It's relaxing. And I haven't found the joy of stitching sky yet. There's no amount of yoga can help me with sky stitching. And let me know, guys. So some of you are doing Halloween pieces, and some of them, you know, are maybe doing Christmas already. So those of you that are doing Halloween pieces, have you got your Christmas piece kind of have in mind in terms of what you want to do for Christmas? I do have one piece in mind that I think will be my Christmas stitching. And I will be placing an order very soon, just in case it gets busy when it gets closer to Christmas. Just double checking I'm actually stitching the right spot here. Yes, I think I'm good. This is so relaxing. Abini says, I still need to choose Christmas piece. I was going to do one of the toy shops, but now I'm not sure because the mini is not great detail. Right. Is it from Hade? Is it Heaven and Earth pattern, or is this from someone else? Suzanne says, Yogi, did you see the squirrel in the Christmas pattern? Squirrel in the Christmas pattern from Heaven and Earth? I'm not sure. The only squirrel pattern I've seen is the one from Susan that she posted in the group. Is it a new one? Joyce says. Joyce says, I washed my origami Ada hoping it was softened. When it was wet, it was smoother, but now it's dry. It's like a plank. Oh no. But why is that though? Why is it so stiff? Because Ada normally, if it's starched, heavily starched, if you wash it, the starch should come off. Why does it get stiff again? I've never seen Ada so stiff that you can prop it up. It literally just stand up on its own. It's got legs. Oh dear. I can't imagine that would be nice to stitch at all if it's so stiff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Maddie says, I'm working on 4 blocks by Franny Ritter design in the cross stitching magazine. 4 blocks. 4 blocks. It's hard to tell what it is just by the name. Yes, I love the fact that everybody's so seasonal and festive with their stitching. I do equate webs and stitching to food. And food is seasonal as well. You know, you want to change flavors day by day, but also it's seasonal. And stitching is a little bit like that, or very much like that for me. One, two. You know, different seasons, different flavors, different textures, different cuisines. Susan says already part way through 4 different Christmas pieces for Susan's Christmas every day. And can I blame you? No. It's fun, isn't it? It's like it's that build up toward the actual festive days. You know, generally I don't like to stitch anything with eyes, but these ones are fine. I'm totally fine with them. I wonder why that is. Some eyes are scary. Some are not. And Ebony says, yes, it's a Hate by Donna Gelsin. Gelsin, is it Gelsinger? Gelsinger. Yes, that name comes up a lot recently. I need to check her out. Oh, Susan's added the squirrel piece in the Christmas folder. Yes, I think the issue with Facebook album, when you say folder, you mean album, right? It's the fact that they're so hard to find. They're a little bit hidden. So unless you really take the trouble to go in and try to find the album, you don't get to see it. Let me tease this one up. Give it a proper finish. And I'm gonna just bring it over here. So I can finish it properly. Let me take a sip of my tea. So soothing. Not bad. Look at that. I think it's a part of the hat here. Suzanne says, Alex and I watch Christmas movies all months of December. Amazing. So warm and cozy, isn't it? Just put the feet up and just watch Christmas movies together. Which one's the best one to watch for Christmas? Not just for children, for grown-up as well. Which one's the best Christmas movie? I'm trying to think. I'm gonna go for another 310. I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna take 2 pieces. Again. Oh, Joy says, I think the fabric is meant to be stitched in hand. But it shouldn't be stiff though. I think people stitch in hand with any kind of fabric. I just cannot imagine, it feels good, inserting the needle through that kind of fabric. I don't like stiff fabric. I mean, sometimes when I get the stitching kit, sometimes the Ada comes with it would be slightly more on the stiff side, but not like Joyce, boat, origami boat. I've never seen fabric that stiff. That's a bit shocking. I'm gonna go for the left ear actually, why not? This is all coming together. And I'm kind of happy the traveling library piece, the Max colors are not out yet because it kind of gives me a little bit more time to think about how I want to stitch it, what fabric I'm going to stitch it on. Even though I don't know where Nikki is nowadays. I haven't seen her for days, but the last time we discussed this piece, we made a deal of me stitching 32 counts. I'm having a second thought about that. I'm interested, but not 100% sure. Hang on, let me just... Sorry, just had a little cough there. Let me have a sip of my coffee. I'm having a second thought on 32. I'm interested in trying, but it's such a massive piece. And I'm just thinking, what if I don't like 32? Then what do I do? I know I like 28. Oh, Suzanne says Alex's favorite is Home Alone. I don't remember. I must have seen at least one. Because I think that there's more than one, right? I may have seen the original one, but honestly, I cannot remember a thing about it. I do not remember. And also I do not remember liking it or not liking it. I just don't remember. Quite a lot of movies are like that. And Suzanne says, mine is probably Miracle on 34th Street. I don't think if I've seen that movie. Or maybe I've seen it, I just have no memory of it. but I'm aware of the movie, the title. Joyce. Yes, I think it's probably a kite, a kid. Oh, I thought it's a kite you order. Okay, it's a kit I order on AliExpress. I think it's referring to what you were talking about earlier. Leslie says, I like Die Hard or Bad Santa. I may have seen Die Hard. I cannot remember. But Bad Santa, I haven't seen. Who's in it? It sounds like a comedy, right? I'm trying to think my favorite Christmas movies. Do I have one? I remember it was with one of my ex-boyfriends, and I remember going to his parents for Christmas every year, and we sit down. The whole family would sit down and watch Lord of the Rings, and the intention was always to watch all three, okay, on Christmas Day, and you know, every single time it's like deja vu. Everybody would sit down and try to watch all three Lord of the Rings, and we never got through it. It's always we get to the first one. By the end of the second one, everybody's like either falling asleep or, you know, wander off and do other things. And then the following year, people will get back together and try to watch all three together in one go. And the same thing will happen. So they kind of ruin the Lord of the Rings for me. I don't think I can ever watch any one of them ever again. It's just too, I don't know, it makes me feel sleepy just thinking about it. Hello, Rose. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Busy Mom says, my favorite Christmas movie is Polar Express. I may have seen a little bit. A lot of movies I kind of just maybe have watched, but just do not remember anything about it. I don't know what that is about. That's an animation, right? I think that's animation. Maybe with Tom Hanks as a voice actor, if I remember. But I cannot remember anything about the story. Jeez, it's a complete waste on me, movies. I just do not remember. And Suzanne is recommending Christmas Chronicles. Wow, I don't think I've seen that one. Susan says, I do 28 counts. I think Susan's referring to the traveling library piece. She says, if I was you, I'll do 28. You're probably going to be stitching it for a decade or more. Susan, you know me. That's optimistic. You know, a decade, considering how many pieces I've got. I'm thinking the same because I'm keen to try out 32. But if I were to do that, because it's, you know, I've just moved from 28 5 to 28 very recently, and 32 I'm intrigued, but at the same time it's just too big a project to risk. Something like, you know, fabric count I've never stitched before. What I could do is, I think, Susan, you may be right. I think 28 might be a better option, because with 28 I have the option to either do 10 stitches with 2 strands or single strand cross, whereas 32 I'm pretty much cornered to do 10 stitches, otherwise, you know, it's going to be too full. So if I do 28 on the traveling library piece, okay, I need to have a word with Nikki, and maybe I would do maybe a mini of some kind or smaller pieces, and I'll do it on 32. So then I felt a little bit more relaxed. Not saying mini is small, but it's smaller. And so I'm probably, you know, if for any reason I don't like it, I don't know. I think I probably will like it, but it's just a matter of, you know, whether I like 32 for Amy Stewart's piece, this particular piece. And I think if I'm having downs in my mind, then perhaps there are good reasons. Suzanne says, 1 year, Alex just watched Polar Express a couple of times a day for months. Oh, wow. So Suzanne says, I don't think I can watch anymore. I understand it. Well, you must love it so much to want to watch it all the time. But that's so sweet, though. You must be totally in love with this movie. There. And there's one more. Just double checking my stitches here. Should be good. Joy says, watching 3 Lord of the Ring movies, easy over here. First one on Christmas Eve, and we have 2 Christmas days in Netherlands, especially for part 2 and 3, I think. Yes, divide and conquer, rather than trying to watch everything in one afternoon and failed every year. I don't know. I love the first one, and I think I must have seen, I can't remember the second one whatsoever. I think, yes, there's 3, isn't it? But I remember the last one, The Return of the King. I mean, they're good movies. It's just, it's a lot. And they're quite long as well. Let me see. Is it looking good? Oh, look at that. There's a little ear emerging there. My cat has got a little ear. Joy. Susan, please don't say that. I'm scared. I won't be able to sleep tonight. Suzanne says, Nikki might make me want to stitch La Contessa. I don't know. I do not understand that piece at all. Why? Why, oh, why? You know, there are pieces other people stitching that might not be for me, but I can kind of see why, you know, someone might want to stitch a certain piece. But Octopus Lady, I I can't. I do not understand it at all. There must be something sort of, you know, nice about that piece that I cannot see. Joy says, especially it's going to be Max colors, and Amy Stewart Max color is very confetti heavy. That is very true. That is very true. Yes, I think you're right, you guys. Need to be sensible, because I'm going to be stitching it for, for the rest of my life, quite possibly, you know. And if I don't like the fabric count, it's like if Joyce is being cornered into stitching that cardboard for decades to come, that wouldn't be fun at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is so relaxing to stitch. Suzanne says, Lord of the Rings just put me to sleep. I've never made it through the whole one. So you've never seen one from beginning to the end? You know, I think when I saw the first one, it wasn't Christmas. It was, you know, I actually paid attention and I enjoyed it. You know, I'm not the biggest Lord of the Ring fans, but I enjoy the movie. But it's the repeat year after year that killed it. I can never watch them again. Oh, you know what? Yes, but for Christmas, not only Christmas themed, there are certain films just get repeated like every Christmas, like romantic ones like Love Actually, or When Harry Meets Sally, or Sally Meets Harry, or something like that. It's like, I don't know, there are quite a few sort of romantic films just get repeated. Get replayed every single Christmas. It's mandatory. And I think Bond films as well, isn't it? Do they not repeat Bond films quite a lot during Christmas? I have no idea why. Hey, Selene Yetis. She says, hello everyone, happy stitching. Susan says you could stitch spooky season on 32 count, no confetti. It'd be a very tiny, tiny little cat. It would be a kitten. I think 32 count for me is more of a curiosity in terms of, what it's like to stitch something so tiny. But to be honest, I do think, some design, you just need to have kind of stitches big enough to give it that real estate. You know what I mean? You just need to take up some space there. I don't think just because it's small and high def, it doesn't mean it's more impactful. Up to a certain point. I mean, like this one, even though it's, 16 counts, but it's beautiful. So I don't totally buy into the smaller stitch, the better. Let me have a sip of my tea here. Hey, Captain Squirrel, welcome. What time is it in Australia right now? I run out of the second piece. And I think I'm going to go for another piece of 310. I really enjoy it. I want to maybe stitch the hats as well. Get one more piece here. Whoops. No. $5.49. Amazing. So Australian time and Japanese time, they're not that far off, even though for Australia it's the next day. Oh, but I think for Japan as well, Vega, are you still in, it's Monday morning in Japan as well, isn't it? Or are they behind? I have no idea. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2. These ones are done. No. That doesn't make sense. Captain Squirrel says 5:49, which is 5:50, right? But Janelle says 6:20 in Queensland. So it should be different by the hours rather than minutes. Check your clocks again. Because it sounds like you're half an hour apart rather than 1 hour. There. That's really cute. And there's one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, serious? It's half an hour difference. I didn't know that. I thought time difference is it's always hour, like difference in hours. I didn't know it's up to. I didn't know there's half an hour time difference. Huh? Wow, so it's not like just hours apart. We're literally talking half an hour as well. I didn't know that. Half an hour. That is so confusing. Why do they do it? Do it like that. What's the point of half an hour difference? Steve says, I was enjoying my full coverage Romantic Castle so much, I had to force myself to switch to Spooky Soul, starting the ghost panel now. Steve, you have to practice the slow stitching with this piece, otherwise you're going to finish it by next week. Steve has already finished one panel already. And we're in September. In the beginning of September. It's so cute. Look at this. I might do the other one as well. Turtle Stitcher says, it's the half an hour because you're closer to the pole and have big variations in length of day and night. I had no idea. I'm learning this for the first time in my life. I always thought time differences would be, by the hour. I didn't know you could have half an hour time difference. It's mighty confusing. Oh, Janelle, and you have daylight saving as well on different states. They don't make it easy, do they? Man. Well, thank God now we have smartphones, so everybody, all the time is adjusted automatically. Imagine in the olden days. Wendy says, Newfoundland is in half an hour. Oh, it is an hour and a half after Eastern Standard Time. It's 6 p.m. here in Newfoundland, but 4:30 in Montreal, Canada. Oh, in Canada as well. My goodness, how come I never knew that? It's the first time I learned there's a half an hour time difference between places. Oh my goodness. And Turtle Stitcher says time zones were originally created due to railroads. Really? And needing to keep their trains on time. I'm reading, and apparently there were different rail systems in South Australia and North Australia. But how does that help people to have different time zones? I thought, the easiest way, if you want people to be on time and catch the train, is to make everybody's time the same. So you can catch the train. Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was something a bit more profound with the time zone. Maybe the stars and the moons or whatever. Clearly not. It's full of trains. It's a strange world. Captain Squirrel says things I didn't think I learned in a cross-stitch live stream. Bingo. Exactly. We talk about all sorts of things, and we never know what's going to come up. So spontaneous here. So let me grid a little bit further from here. Oops. Trying to find my little blue pen. Where's the blue one? Here we go. So I'm going to grid a little bit further up here. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. you go. Hello, Maddie. Welcome. And Maddie says, hi, everyone. Just reached 13% on B elemental. It's a very beautiful piece. One, two, three. So Senga is working on the piece as well. It's quite a popular one, isn't it? From Kiko Rouge. One, two, three. Take a sip of my tea here. I hit the spot. Joy says this is a little downside on Saga. The percentage is hidden in the stats. The percentage that's visible on screen is 96 at the moment, but that's the battery. Well, you know, at least you have 96%. I know, because Pattern Keeper, you can actually see it on the screen. But, yeah, but it's okay. You know, you just occasionally just switch over to have a look, so you're not obsessed with it. But also, if they had that on the screen, if they had the stats on the screen with Saga, then, you know, I won't be able to guess my stitches, because you'll be able to see it. Well, I suppose I could hide it. But even when I'm using Pattern Keeper, I just rarely look at the stitch numbers or percentage. Very occasionally. It's just not really something that I really focus on that much. %98. One, two, and one here. One, two, three. It's so strange to be able to kind of move that, you know, quite a large area with just a few stitches with this pattern. It's quite refreshing. There. It's got little ears and part of the hat here as well. That is so sweet. But the hat itself is also mostly black. I like the fact it's got a little kind of orange nose, because some cats, they have sort of pink nose and some don't. Some will have black nose, I really like the pink nose, little cat pink nose. Oh dear, this needle doesn't like me. Joy says, it's also nice with stitching on pandemic. You do 10 stitches and voila, you stitch a rabbit. On hey, it takes 10 days to stitch a rabbit. Well, or more. Depends on how big the rabbit is. With heaven and earth. Well, like 10 months. I know. It's just such a different experience. I think I'm gonna complete the ear here and then switch to a different color to start to fill in. I'm just looking at the mock-up here. Let's have a look. So the mock-up, yeah, it's got a little orange bit on the hat there, like a buckle thing. That's quite nice to stitch as well. So maybe I'll move forward. I think it's just above the head here. So I'm going to finish the left ear for the kitty. And then I'm going to stitch a little buckle there, a change of flavor. And I think, Joyce, that's what I meant about, 32 counts. What I'm not sure about is, even though it's nice and high def, but does it have enough space? Each stitch, is it taking up enough space to do what it does, if you know what I mean? I know some, I've seen Nikki's pieces in 32 counts. It looks quite pretty, but at the same time, it kind of just, I want that, real estate as well, that you can only get with slightly larger stitches. So all the colors come through. I know. Have a look here. I think with full coverage, sort of heaven and earth type of design, essentially, it's like stitching a photograph, isn't it? Is that kind of definition, and there's a subtlety of the colors, and each stitch is like a pixel. And in theory, the smaller the pixel is, the sharper the picture is, but at the same time, you know. It doesn't mean smaller stitch. The smaller the better. I don't think so. There's 2 more stitches here, I think. 3. Huh? Have I missed one? I think I missed 1 stitch. 1, 2. Does that look right? 1, 2, 3. Right. And now I'm going to do a little decoration on the hat. There you go. It's a little buckle there. Joy says the sharpness of the picture does not depend on the size of the pixel, but on the amount of pixels per area. Yes, true. But I think for human eyes, the smaller the pixels are, maybe because you can no longer see the pixels, so everything merge into one, creates the pictures. So, but I think when it comes to stitching, yeah, because sometimes when you stitch, I think probably depending on the pattern as well. You know, I think some pattern might work better with smaller stitches, but some might not. 3820, 3820. I think my worry for 32 counts tent is if you want your piece to come across quite rich and vibrant, you know, 32 tent might be too subtle. I think that's my worry. Let me take another piece and 3820. Let's have one more. I have another sip of the tea. Right, so I'm going to start with this area as part of the hat. I mean, with this piece, I know I'm being optimistic. If I keep working on it every week, right, it's not impossible for me to finish it, I think. That looks a little bit more yellow. Let me have a look. Yeah, on the markup, it looks a little bit more orange, but this is quite yellow. One, two, three, four. I know, squirrel. I need some coffee as well. I've got some cold coffee, but I can do with a fresh cup, even though this is close to 10 in the UK. Steve. Well, at least Steve can count. Steve says if you do 350 stitches per week, you could be done about 60 weeks. 60 weeks. How many months is that? Can you count? Do the calculation for me, Steve. 60 weeks, so 4 weeks a month. Are we talking about like 3 years? I'll prove you wrong. I'll finish it in 50 weeks. I know I can. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. "60 weeks. Well, at least not 60 years, which is probably, it's how long it would take for me to finish any one of my whips. 14 months. 14 months is over a year. So by next Halloween, I'll be able to finish it, just about. 14 months. I'm okay with that. You know, this could be a piece I stitch across 3 years. But eventually I will finish. And if this piece takes me 14 months to finish, just imagine the other ones, the full coverage, you know, regular size. And what else? Less time if you skip the tombstone. How about I just skip, you know, all of them together? Then I'll be done. Oh, I can't believe you skip one panel and just do 3. I didn't know that was allowed. You know, it was a shocker that Ebony just trimmed off part of the design. And then now Steve. Very nice. Three 820. Oh, already have one. And 3853. Now that's an orange. 3853. A kitty bookmark. Yeah, I mean, in theory, I could just do a kitty panel. How's that? How about I just finish the kitty panel and that's it and move on. I mean, this pattern, it looks kind of nice and simple, but at the same time, it's not that far away from being full coverage, you know. Each panel is very, pretty much fully covered. 3853. Five, 3. Why don't I? I should be okay with just one piece, I think. And now here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a sip of my tea here. Hello. Oh, now it's officially Dolly time. Now, this is a proper visit here. Hang on. Hello. Babe, how are you doing? Dolly time. Dolly belly rub time. Hey, sweetie. She's on. Now she's on. She's belly up. Hey, baby. Can you purr for everyone, babe? Live purring from Dolly. Now she's trying to lick the microphone. I don't know whether you could hear it. Live purring from Dolly. Oh, there you go. Now she's happy. She's just such a independent and really just content little cat. And yeah, she wants a bit of a belly rub, but you know, she never gets kind of jealous um, about other cats. She just feels really secure. Joy sees two cats. Yes. There's Dolly, and then this is Halloween Dolly. Yeah. Oh, the mic is muffled now. Is it better? His mom says the mic is a little soft. Is it better now? Let me know. Better? Oh, is it really low now? Oh dear. Let's have a check. You're very soft. I don't know why that is. I didn't do anything different. Try one more time. Let me make sure nothing's detached or anything. Any better? I mean, on my screen, it looks, the volume seems to be the same. But let me see, maybe I can bring it up a little bit more. How about now? Maybe it's Dolly. Maybe. You try to lick the microphone. Hang on. Dolly was trying to lick the microphone and still very soft. Ah, that is so strange. Even now, getting there. I can turn it up a little bit, but I can't really see. Is it better now? That is so strange. I literally just turned the volume up, but I haven't done anything. Is it good now? Oh, sounds like the mic is covered. It's so strange because it's not. Any good? The mystery. Maybe it's Dolly's magic saliva. So soft. That is so odd. Hang on. Let me just do a test, okay? Let me see if there's any better here. Because on mine, I can see the bar going. It's actually louder than before. I think it's probably because I think it's Dolly trying to lick it. If not, I'll switch to the backup microphone. Let me know. If it sounds muffled, then I will switch. Dolly, see what it's done? It broken my mic. Any good? Maybe I can hear it myself. Let me put on the headphone so I can hear it. Any good? Better than it was. I can hear it back, but let's have a look. It's a mystery. I don't know why it's doing this. Hey, Kelly's Quote Plus is here. And she says, hi everyone, I have grabbed my projects and I'm going to stitch a little bit with Yogi. Yes, do so. And let me know if you can hear me. It's no good if you can't hear me. Oh, Salita, you could hear Dolly, right? And let me know if you want the volume to go up a little bit. I could do that. I don't know what's happening to the mic. I literally just put it in front of Dolly, and she tried to lick it. So I think she probably did something. So let me know if the volume is acceptable. Otherwise, I can switch to the other microphone. Sound is fine. Good. Thanks, Kelly. Yeah, I just put a headphone on. I could hear myself. So I think Dolly's just a happy cat. Let me tuck this one in. Oops. Very nice. Oh, thanks, Rose. Rose says the sound is good now. That's good to know. I actually turned the volume up a lot more though. If it's too loud, let me know. Because I really haven't changed anything. So I don't know why. The microphone is playing up. 3A53? 3A53. And definitely let me know if it's too loud. It's weird because on my sound graph, it's actually hitting the red bar, which normally means it's a little bit too loud. It's a mystery. This cat is so cute. So Joyce, is the volume too high now? Because I can turn it down, so I don't know what's happening. I can turn it a little bit lower. I don't know what's happening there. And with the 3 stitches, I'm going to do a Danish stitch here because I want to bring the thread back to the right. Hey, Tracy Dumas is joining us. She says, "Hi everyone, crazy week, but I finally caught alive again. Well done." I hope you're well. Let me know what you're working on today, Tracy. This is so cute. Oh, Tracy's working on this piece as well. That's very nice. Yeah, this piece is growing on me, for sure. And Tracy's working on the pumpkin panel, the second panel. And can you see this little mini pumpkin on the fourth panel? You know, the panel Steve decided to skip. There's a baby pumpkin there. That's really cute. There. Hey Naomi, welcome. Naomi's joining us. She says evening or catching the live for half an hour before work. Oh, are you in Australia as well, Naomi? I've been listening to the replays at work this week. Well done. Yes, we do have replay there. Lots of episodes for you. 3853. So it's the morning where you are, I'm guessing, if you're going to work. And Kelly's working on this piece as well. She says, "I'm currently stitching with color 01 on the top right of the ghost panel." Yes, last time I came across 01 as well. I'm trying to remember. Maybe it's one of these lighter ones. Very light silver. And I'm going to complete the middle bit, the 2 stitches there. Oh, I'm doing 01. Spooky bingo. Oh, Naomi's in Texas, but work the night shift. I see. Wow. And on Sunday as well. Amazing. 01 bingo. So with 01, I'm cheating with DMC because this is CXC. CXC does not have the first 33 numbers. So I am going to cheat with my DMC set. There are only a few stitches. Oh, quite a few actually. Let me take 2 pieces. Hello, Travis. Travis from Canada is joining us as well, our gentleman stitcher. He says, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Taking a break from stitching to use my parents' hot tub. Oh my goodness, my hip is really sore. Too much information, Travis, but thank you. I'm not going to ask why your hips are sore. I'm not sure everybody is ready for that information. But I'm glad. You're feeling better, I'm sure, with the hot tub. I went into a sauna as well. I'm very lucky I have access to spa studios, so I get to use them. And with sauna, I do like it, you know. I like sweating, but afterwards, you're just feeling so relaxed. Maybe a bit too relaxed. I see. So the soreness is coming from running after your son and nephews. Wow. Are they trying to escape from you? Oh, it's very pretty. Look at this. Steve says closet hula dancer. It's all coming out. It's all coming out. Zero one is such a subtle number, but you know what I mean about DMC threads. Sometimes some colors, particularly light ones, it just have, it's got this gloss effect on the thread that I just don't want. You know, so I'm using DMC for 01 because CXC does not have it. But you can see, you can tell. I mean, here it's not too bad, but it just feels, yeah, some area you just don't want that shine. But that's DMC for you. Thank you, Travis. It's gorgeous, isn't it? And this kitty's got like a little hat with a buckle. So let me know if the the volume and the sound is all good now. Excellent. Thanks, Steve. Oh dear. I think I may have made a few extra stitches here with 310. It's okay. Maybe okay. The other side. Hang on. Yes, very reassuring from Steve. Says, it still looks like a cat. And Janelle says, yes, finally you found the area with too many 310 stitches. I know. I wonder why CXC they don't produce the first 33 or 35 numbers. I mean, they're not that frequently used, but still, they do come up. Three stitches here. I think I'm doing quite well with this so far. Now the little kitty's got 2 ears and part of the hat is on the way. maybe just me, I think my version of the kitty looks nicer than the mock-up. I think the mock-up looks, the face of the cat looks a little bit more harsh. But mine just looks really happy. Do you not think? It's just a happy Halloween cat. Oops. Well, Steve, I think the markup is good, but I think when you stitch, you have your own kind of the X factor as you stitch it. It's a little bit like recipes for food, you know. We can cook the same thing using the same ingredients. They just come out differently. And I think it's a little bit like that. Oh, Travis says the sound is popping off. Can you guys confirm? Sorry about that. Can you let me know if the sound is okay? I think Dolly has, tried to eat the microphone earlier on. She tried to lick it. So maybe she did something to the microphone. And Travis, you can try to refresh the browser, see if it's on your end, and if it's on my end, I'll try to fix it. Rose says, sounds good to me. Thank you, Rose. So maybe it's Travis. We can refresh the browser. See if that helps. Susan says, sounds good. Excellent. Kimberly as well. That's good. Excellent. Steve says, I think it's Yogi staying quiet and focused. Yeah, sometimes I just stitch. I'm not saying a thing. You probably think it's a microphone, like, broken or something. It's just me. Just, being in the zone, stitching this little kitty. Beautiful. Now, I think I'm going to fill in. Gonna fill in this area, I think. It looks inviting. Let me have a look. Okay, 169. So back to CXC 139. 169 actually. Choice must be the hot tub. Yes. You know, Travis, maybe it's time to get out. And don't put your smartphone in the tub. That's not a good idea. Smartphone 101. No water, please. 169. But you know, the studios I work for, quite a lot of them have jacuzzis, and quite a lot of gyms and studios actually close down jacuzzis, even though it's really popular. And the reason they don't have it is because literally, you know, jacuzzis maybe not the most hygienic thing to have. I think it's okay if you have it like at home or privately, but if you go to a public jacuzzi, and basically it's like a human soup, because all it is a pot of water and they just pump kind of bubbles into it, and there's some cycling of water, but not that much. And imagine the people just sitting there and soak for hours. It just, yeah, I generally don't go into a small pool of water when everybody goes. I think it's just a, you know, good policy. I think swimming pool, yeah, okay. Some kids might pee in there, but it's a big, large pool of water. So, you know, you hope the cycling of the water would maybe do something to it. But jacuzzi is so small. Human soup, that is. Travis says, I always have my phone with me, whether I'm in a hot tub or soaking in the bath. You mean like holding it while you're in the swimming pool or the bathtub? I see. Well, I've got what's it called, AirPods, and I do wear my AirPods in the sauna quite often, and they're okay with the heat and humidity, but you know, so far so good. Steve says, the gym I used to go to have, they're so heavily chlorinated. Yes, it made your eyes burn. You mean in the pool or in the hot tub? I don't think there's that much chemical in a hot tub, but in the swimming pool, yeah, you can smell it. You can smell the chemical all over. Well, you have to choose one or the other. You have to choose either, you know, having a chemical to maybe kill the germs, or you can have the germs and have it all natural. Your choice. But it's probably not that good for the skin. Jacuzzi. Oh, wow. Generally, jacuzzi, I don't smell the chemical as much. but it's got other things going on there. The jacuzzi. Quite a lot of gyms actually remove them just in case, for health and safety. But some still do because it's really popular. People like it. Got a few more stitches of this one here. Kelly says, I'm going to stitch with DMC 5A1 now, and the pattern keeper symbol is a black diamond. Huh. Which color is it? 5A1. I don't like this stitch. It looks a bit messy here. Yes, Steve, I think maybe they're just trying to kill all the germs, the sport on, but all the humans in a tiny space there. Right. 1, 2. Five A1 is olive green. 5A1. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's very nice. Oh, I think it's the color of the kitty's eyes. It's very pretty. And I think I'm going to just complete this area here. Let's have a look. I think, if you're stitching the same piece, it's probably quite easy to come across Spooky Bingo because there are only 24 colors and a lot of 310. So I think 310 is an obvious one. Oh, this one's white, pretty much. Oh, my favorite color for stitching. 3A65. It's okay, only a few stitches. 3A65. Yes, it is white. Three A65. Salita says Dolly was sending and giving everyone a kiss. Yeah, you know what Dolly does? She would go out because she's got cat flap from the kitchen, and it takes her to the patio at the back. But from time to time, maybe once a day, she will ask to go out from the front, which is from the bay window. And she would sit there and just greet, say hello to everyone, pretty much. And you can literally see people stopping to try to stroke her or say hello to her or take pictures. I mean, people love cats, just sitting, outside the window there. And I think she's just doing the, I don't know, just greeting people, make people happy. And I think she sees that as one of her duty, one of her duties in life. And she would go out there pretty much once a day and just say hello to people and then come in looking really happy. She's just a really friendly cat, really sociable. And it's amazing how people, how happy people see a cat just sitting there and try to, they try to talk to her and everything. I think this is the correct color. It looks really, really light. Yes, Steve says our cats are generally unsociable, kind of a bummer. I know, they all come in different personalities, don't they? This is so cute. I have a little bit of my tea here. I mean, the color is so close to the fabric, even though the fabric's got slightly yellow tint to it. But literally, you can't really tell the difference. Not that much. Whoops. Whoops. Andrea is joining us. She says, I made it. Unfortunately, I have no Halloween patterns even in my waiting to star list. Oh, Andrea, we can change all that, very quickly. Just stitch this one with me. Get the pattern and get started. Easy peasy. We need excuses to start new projects, and festive stitching is the really good one. You just go, well, I have to have new stars because, it's Halloween season, it's Christmas. Oh, I just noticed the kitty's got eyebrows as well. Or maybe it's not eyebrow, it's just a space above the eyes. But it's in different color. Very nice. Steve says, I keep coming across other floss tubers who recommend this channel, Yogi. Grow. Really? That's very nice. This channel is like the little cafe hidden in the back streets. And people find it either randomly or through some sort of word of mouth. That's very nice. And whoever they are, thank you for the kind mention. Captain Squirrel says, oh, same, most of my regulars have mentioned this channel. Captain Squirrel, are you a floss tuber as well? Have you been hiding that for me? What's your channel name? Is it Captain Squirrel? Is it about squirrels or what is the channel about? There's so many hidden floss tubers here. Oh. Travis says one of my favorite puzzle YouTubers was live today working on a 5,000 piece Pokemon puzzle. I mentioned my cross stitch and now they want to see my progress on the Discord chat. I've never come across favorite sort of puzzle YouTubers. Well, there you go. But then again, I didn't know there was such a thing as floss tubing channel. I only came across them after I sort of fell into the rabbit hole of full coverage. I had no idea. I was just stitching kits by myself, thinking I was the only stitcher in the village. Three A65. 3A65. Oh, Captain Squirrel says no regular channels I watch. Oh, I see. I thought you meant your regulars as in regulars going to your channel. Maybe you can have a channel about squirrels. That's very nice of them. People are so kind. I think, you know, this circle, so particularly full coverage circle is, you know, pretty niche and quite a close knit kind of community actually. So, you know, you see all the floss tubers, they're so supportive of others. There's no competition because, you know, it's quite nice to come together and have this kind of weird and wonderful hobby. It's very relaxing and very therapeutic. Oh, Captain Squirrel, spare yourself on video editing. It's hell, okay? Streaming, I can handle. Editing, I'm done with that. There you go. This is slightly darker gray here. I want to kind of complete the brow area, so give a kitty a more completed little face there. 26. Oh, again. Is it 26? Oh no, that can't be right. 26. So that's DMC again. 26. I haven't got so far. Oh, it's floss up time. Let me think. Maybe I leave that out and maybe move on to the hat a little. Oh, maybe I can complete the face here. Why not? In that case, I am just gonna have a quick look here. Yes. I think I'm back to 310. Yep, I want to complete the jawline there. Maddie says, I'm stopping stitching for the night. I'm gonna get my sleep and get up early and walk Cedric and then organize the rest of the house. Who's Cedric? Is it the husband or a child or a cat or a dog? The mystery deepens. And Maddie says, I will watch till the end of the stream though. Amazing, Maddie. And remember, we have the Guess My Stitches coming up. Maybe you're the winner tonight. You never know. So I am going back to 310. Why not? After those white stitches, I can do with some 310. Kelly says, Yogi, when I do my floss tube videos, at the end of the month, I will be showing spooky season. I'll mention this cell and link your channel in the description box. That's very kind of you, Kelly. We have many floss tubers watching this channel and in the chat as well. Kelly says, I have to buy 26. I did not have it. I think I do have 26 with my DMC, but obviously not a CXC. But I've never used it because it's not on my master set. So it probably means none of my projects needed it until now. Let's have a look. I think that's correct. Salita says, Dolly is a happy girl and she likes to share her happiness with others and us here. I know. I think she kind of sees that as a mission every day to go out because she knows it makes people happy. And I can totally see that. You know, sometimes I look out the window and see these people, they just, the faces light up just by seeing Dolly. And, you know, it's probably a highlight of their day. You know, if they have a long day or maybe they're feeling a little bit down and they see this little kitty, you know, it just makes you feel good. And Dolly doesn't have to do anything. She just sits there and look pretty. The magic of cats. Yes, Steve, you probably haven't come across 26. It probably just shows how rarely it comes up. Because I've got so many projects, and you have as well, and you haven't come across 26. Oh, Matty says a dog. Good. I don't know. Some people might have to walk their husbands, you know. No judgment from me. Nine Suzanne. Suzanne. Not Susan. Suzanne. 99 Sweet Dream. Yeah, it's so past midnight where you are. Have a restful sleep. Now the kitty has a chin. Naomi says, time for work, happy stitching. Hopefully see you tomorrow. Definitely, Naomi, enjoy your work today, tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow. Mia, hello. Mia has asked a really good question. Mia says, hey, I'm new here. What are you cross-stitching? As in this piece? This piece is, let me show you, Mia. Welcome. It's, because I misread it. I thought Mia asked, what is cross-stitching? I thought, yeah, the chat can tell you what it is. So, this is what I'm stitching. This is spooky season. It's a Halloween piece. And I'm working on 16 counts, 2 over 1, full cross. That's what I'm doing. And let me know if you're stitching as well, you know. Susan says DMC 26 is a pale lavender, according to Amazon. Yes, if I'm looking at the mock-up, it looks gray actually. It looks like grayish color. So if I bring up the mock-ups here, so if you look the space above the kitty, it looks identical to the grays on the side, but it's in different color. Yeah, it looks like kind of extension of these colors, but it's a different color for these two sort of brow area. I'm pretty sure if I just stitch the same color, one of those grays, it'll probably just look just fine. Joy says maybe Michelle avoids the 35 new DMC numbers because the 08 and 09 issue a few years ago. And what about them then? I'm not aware of those. But yes, I think there's only maybe 1 or 2 patterns I have. I don't know whether they're newer ones or older ones, but they do have a few colors from that the first 35, 0 to 35 range, but rarely come up actually. I'm sure they bet I might. They probably try to avoid using any colors that's going to create problems for the stitchers. You know, the hard to get colors or discontinued. Obviously, you don't want to use it anymore. And Maddie says, I don't have spooky patterns unless we count Harry Potter ones. Ah, interesting. Do you think Harry Potter actually fit into the Halloween a little bit? There's a slight kind of horror elements to it. But I think it's more fantasy than horror. Ooh, my kitty has a chin. Look at that. That is so cute. Just 3 stitches. Chin stitches. The definition of this handsome cat. Suzanne says there's quite a few discontinued colors that come up on charts. I suspect maybe the older charts, because unless they go back and try to fix the older charts and, you know, replace the colors, they're probably just there. Maddie says, technically, it's witches and wizards. Yes, I think it is. And Betty says, yes, I was halfway through an Alice and was told to trust the pattern. She made it right, at least for me, probably. Gave a dozen more free charts. And Kelly says, according to Pattern Keeper, there are 333 stitches out of the color of 26, large number in the brow, in the bow, on the pumpkin panel. Pumpkin. Yes. Oh, that ribbon. Yes. I can imagine that, but the grays look so similar to the other grays. It feels almost like if you just pick one, that's kind of close to it. But then again, the color is supposed to be lavender rather than gray. So it's probably very subtle. Joy says, on hay patterns, the color code on 8 and 9 was wrong. Oh. Michelle recharted every pattern and sent everyone who bought those patterns recharted pattern by mail. Wow. So they only happen to certain charts she created. Oh dear. I can imagine that could create problems. I hope the lady is doing okay now. I mean, it would take a long time, but oh, she's feeling better every day. Betty says, it was quite a mess for Michelle. Some angry people who had to tell her to stop giving so many charts away. Oh, wow. When was this? I'm trying to look back. It's a couple of years ago, a few years ago. Goodness. So did she get one color mistaken for the other, or... Oh dear, that's not good. I can imagine that would be a nightmare. But the thing is, though, when they create a chart, it generates markup, wouldn't they? So if a color is totally wrong, can you not tell? So I don't know what that that situation was. Oh, look at this cute kitty here. So lovely. Yes, Betty, I'm referring to the recent situation of Michelle. Right, guys. I'm going to do my final row here with 310. And so, you can do some mental calculations here. So, as I'm making the final stitches here, I think I've done well today. I have no idea how many stitches I've done. So those of you, if you're new to the chat or the stream, we play a little game at the end of the stream. It's called Guess My Stitches. Okay, so you get to guess, or maybe you can calculate how many stitches, if you can count, how many stitches I made from the beginning of the stream. And the winner, we praise the winner of the day, and the winner receives the respect of the fellow stitchers, which is tremendous. Oh, I can see it. I'm still stitching, guys. Maybe I'm gonna slip in like 50 stitches, Eliane. So let me bring up the machine, the state of the art. Guess my stitches machine here. As you come up with your number here, your submission. And of course, you want to add in the final few stitches. Every stitch counts. And the one that's got the number that's closest to the actual stitches I made will be the winner tonight. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing to have. And some people have won multiple times, the aliens. And if you're lurking, in a stream, maybe come forward, just throw a number out. And your guess is as good as mine because I have no clue. Okay, and I've got final 2 stitches here. Oh, look at my kitty. It's so handsome. My goodness. Right, the final one, and I'm going to end my thread here and give you a very quick recap about today's development here. So today, a lot of 310 involved. It's a 310 stitching, which is nice because whenever 310 appears, you get a lot of definition. So, and today I started with a kitty with no ear, with no hat, no chin. And now he's got them all, okay? Now, look at how proud he is. And so I'm on the kitty panel. And the head is not completed, but very much there with the highlight. You can definitely see what's going on there. So I'm very, very happy. It's gone very well, I think. I really enjoy it. And so this is a 16 count fabric. And I'm doing 2/1. Okay, so full cross, full cross. So let's have a look of the numbers that's coming in here. Let's have a look. Wonderful. First submission from Kimberly, 253. Rose, 201. Andrea, 324. Very nice. And let's see, Maddie, 330. Suzanne, still awake, 275. Amazing. And Steve, 299. A very nuanced number, almost if he's been counting or something. And Steve has won multiple times. Who knows? And Joyce, Stitchy Dutchy, 333. Oh, hello. Trophy already. Why? Do we know the winner already? Betty, 282. And Susan, 350. And oh, Betty says you're leaving a little bit early. You haven't got enough of me, do you, Betty? And Busy Mom says 345. And Mia, 296. And Sweet Shop Buffet, Joyce, we haven't got a winner yet. Hold on. Captain Squirrel, 365. Okay then, let's bring on the app and let's find out who the winner is today. Let's have a look. Let me turn that off. Are you ready, guys? And Suzanne says, I'm in bed. Yes, very nice. Nice and cozy there. And there we go. Let's bring on, oh, not that one. Wrong button. And this one, 279. There you go. Anyone who can count? Oh my God, Suzanne, 275 from Suzanne. Anyone closer? 279. I think 282 is pretty close, Betty. And who else? We can have multiple winners. So if anyone who have more than one person that's close, then we can have multiple winners. So I think Suzanne and who's the other one? Suzanne and Betty, I think, are our winners tonight. Round of applause there. Well done, well done. And so here we go. Let's close this up. Yes, bring on the emoji buffet. Yes, if you don't know what it is, if you're new to the chat, yes, this is delicious treats brought on by the chat themselves. I provide nothing. I just sit here and enjoy the buffet. So yes, Rebecca, thank you so much. So everybody's coming forward with delicious food here. Rebecca and Rose, Laura, that's a nice spread there. And of course from Joyce, that's a premature but delicious sweet shop buffet. That's a nice selection there. It's got a theme. And Steve, as usual, brought on the hot chili for everyone. Oh, this is so nice. And who else have we got? And Maddie says, I've got 4%. Have I really? Let's have a look. I forgot to check the percentage. Yes, 4%. Yes, round of applause for me. Not bad at all. I was thinking maybe 4 or maybe 2 or 5 would be quite nice, but I'm very close. I'm very, very pleased. And so, and yes, Joy says, dig in, Suzanne, don't get any of the popcorn in bed. No crumbs, okay? Suzanne, no crumbs. Thank you, everyone. Kimberly is providing a nice spread as well. Busy Mom and Rose. And Betty's providing food by herself, even though she's the winner. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining me today. It's such a great fun. And I hope my voice is a little bit better tomorrow. And I'll try to have a cup of tea later on and get in bed. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I know for some of you, the day is still young. But from here, us guys in Europe, and maybe some of you in somewhere else, well, it's bedtime. So nighty-night, everyone. And from here, in the sleepy London town, Yogi signing out. And, Steve say, has made the calculation, 2% per week, 50 weeks. No problem. I'm in. Thank you, Steve. On that note, nighty-night from me to you. And with love. Night-night, everyone. Good night.